On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Hill looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hill. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Hill. Steps away to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return. Goes up to his own 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just got good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 1st down, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Goff. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hill. Steps away. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on second and 10. Hill. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now it's Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara has as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Perky with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the second half with Kamara. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And all the way down to the 29. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. There's a nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. There's Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down throw. Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on third down, Hill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They snap it on fourth to Hill. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Will Harris. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I'm just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter. But that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Harkey adds the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, Swift, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Paulson and Debo up to make the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. On first down, it's gone. This one taken in by Cephas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the 50, it's gone. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Hill looking to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Hill. Dancing to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hill. Flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Hill. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. There's some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kamara trying the right side. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off. But all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play. Because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to.